are still in the boatyard at Shelter Bay Marina in Panama. The bottom of the boat has been sanded down to the fiberglass, and now we can start one of our big projects, replacing 2 seacocks that had seized and their through hulls. We got our new seacocks and through hulls from True Design. These look fantastic. And we got the load-bearing collar for meeting the ABYC standards. Oh, these look great. These are the 1.5 inch. We have one that is for sure stuck, and then a second one that is suspect. So we are going to attempt to remove this through hull. We couldn't get the seacock unscrewed from the inside. Ooh. Yeah, that fit right in there. That's kind of scary. Yeah. Oh, there you go. I think it's a good thing that they're hard to remove.
Yeah.
It means they were on there good.
A little bit that I was using.
Okay, so we got this seacock off. That's good. There's Norm's fingers. Now we have a hole in our boat. That's great. Okay, we're gonna have to clean this up and install the new ones. The old primer and anti-fouling is all sanded off. Looks like we're ready to start on some other things. So we've got 2 through holes we've removed, but looks like they gotta finish sanding around these. And then I think Norm's gonna put a little epoxy to repair these cuts that were made using the angle grinder. So we've got that one. And this one. And then we have over here on the keel, the seam on the keel needs to be repaired as well. So we're gonna fill that in with epoxy. And then we actually have a sort of a crack in the fiberglass we discovered. Good reason for taking all the primer off. All right, Norm's getting started on the through hull. You're trying to fill in those where it got cut.
Yeah, where?
So it's about 11 turns before it bottomed out. Yeah, I felt it turn a little bit. Okay. Now here's the fun part. Trying to measure. So now we're going to epoxy the through hole into the hull. We're using 5200 sealant for that. All right. You got it? You ready for me to put the nut on? Okay, it's tight.
So I have to cut around this right here? Is that how this? Yeah, I'll get another razor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right. We've got
You could probably
2 new through holes.
you could probably tighten them down.
No,
Right now.
tomorrow. Okay, so Norm put some Teflon tape on the threads of the through hole and a little 5200 on the bottom of this load collar. And now we're gonna put the seacock on. So I have to line up the load collar and the seacock. There we are. Perfecto. What are you fighting with today?
The exhaust hose, which is really heavy and really hard to get over nozzles. You have to clean up that nozzle really good up there.
You have crap on your chin. Okay.
Do you want some on this?
Whip. Not that I'm aware of. I don't know. Some people did. I don't know.
By the time we're going to be tightening it now, because we're tightening it all the way down.
Yeah.
All that I just did was improve the seal at this point.
Yeah. That's if you want to put it on the outside of that. Yes. The outside of the nut.
Yeah, it's on top.
How
It's on
tight is the
top.
nut?
Really
Okay,
tight.
that's good. That's good. Don't no. That's
And you wanted this, right?
on the threads, yeah. So now we're putting 5200 on the threads. All right, the ball valve is in. We think we did this correctly. The instructions from True Design are a bit confusing on how far down the ball valve goes and where you put the sealant. I don't know if we're supposed to put sealant around the outside of the nut as well.
It's sealed on the inside. It's completely sealed.
Yeah.
And now it's sealed on the bottom because the washer is sealed for the hull.
Yeah. So, I don't know. We probably put more sealant than we were supposed to. Should be okay though.
It's completely sealed then.
And Norm's putting thread tape on the hose barb. That's a lot.
Do you want it leaking or not?
Just surprised how much. Uh-oh, you've got a
That's right.
extra. So now Norm's installing the sanitation hose on this seacock. And while we were tackling the through holes, the yard was fixing the crack in our hull. No more cracks. Okay, day 11 in the boatyard, and they finally put on the first coat of primer. So they did fix the seam on the keel. Since this is a bolted on keel, it develops a seam where kind of water seeps in. So they put some epoxy around that. They patched up the crack, but I can't even tell where it is. Maybe under here. And our sail drive is back in, and we have a coat of primer on that as well. Norm's gonna finish that up today and put the paint on. Oh, looks good. Hopefully we won't get as many barnacles. Oh, and they put the new seal on too. And looks like our rudder is also got a coat of primer on it. We've got 3 coats of Eco Fleet on the boat, and they had sanded it down to the gel coat. So they put in a new layer of primer. And 3 coats of paint. I think it looks great. And on the prop, we have Primacon. Actually, this is on the sail drive and the prop. We have Primacon and Trilux 33. Yeah, the paint looks really good. And this is the hole they had to dig to put our rudder back on. And being in the yard has really sucked because you have to walk up and down this 10-foot ladder all the time. And it's muddy, so your shoes get dirty, your feet get dirty. You track it into the boat. It's really annoying. Time to start moving her back into the water.
So what's happening, honey?
Moving back towards the water. Hopefully we'll get it in the water today.
Look at that color. So what happened, honey?
The paint is not quite dry under where the stands were. So the lift driver came in, and the lift driver discovered that, which is strange that the workers didn't, the people painting didn't look at this before the lift driver came over. And he said, no, this isn't good. You've got to get this resanded and repainted.
So when's our next splash date? Today's Tuesday.
So now they're saying Thursday because they want to give the paint enough time to cure. It's fully hardened. So all right, it's Friday and it's raining. And we're told we're going to go back in the water today, but they have to finish painting the bottom of the keel. But I don't know how they're going to do that because it's going to be raining all day.
So here we go again. We're gonna take 2, try and get the boat back in the water. So what do you think, honey?
I hope we go back in the water today. It's been over 2 weeks.
Do you think they'll be able to paint?
I don't know. Probably. I mean, I guess.
Kind of pretty color blue, though.
It is. It's pretty. They fixed the
paint spots.
The spots where the paint came off.
So We're not sure if it's going to go in the water today. The foreman, Victor, just is doing some tests on the hull, on the paint, and he's still thinking that it may be a little soft in order to go in. So we're evaluating right now, but it's not looking too good for a Friday afternoon launch. So insert crying emoji right now.
Okay, it is Saturday. We've been here almost 3 weeks, 2 weeks, and I think today's the day. Today is the day we're gonna go back into the water. So we've gotta put everything away, close all the seat cocks. When we go into the water, we're gonna open the seat cocks and check for leaks. Okay, Victor just came by and checked the paint. He said it is not dry enough. Okay, so we are not going in the water today. He's saying Monday now we'll be going into the water. Oh well. While we waited for the rain to stop and the paint to dry, we kept busy with other projects. We've got a lot of rust on these generator mounts. Looks a little better. Couldn't really get the back ones. These look better. So Norm's reattaching one of the hose clamps that broke. Making the best of our time waiting here on the hard while we wait to put the boat back in the water. Doing a little de-rusting of the engine. I think you missed a spot there, honey. Alright, Norm's putting on a new alternator belt.
Because, you know, what the hell?
We found a nick on one of the pulleys that had a sharp edge, so we smoothed that off, but it was causing a lot of dust.
We think. At least that's
We think that's what was the cause of some belt dust under the engine.
Or it could have just been rubbing. Could have just been sliding pretty good. Which I think is at least 50% likelihood.
And then you've been cleaning rust off the different parts, painting some of them with engine paint. Looks good. It's looking pretty good.
Sorry about the paint job.
That's fine. We just wanted to cover up the rusty bits.
Yep, I got some rust down there.
Oh, look at that.
Got a little rust down there.
Looks good. Now we got a new belt on.
Yep, and just to show you, I've got minimal twists.
Less than a quarter turn of twist.
Yep.
Doing a little anchor maintenance. Getting the rust spots off. Using a rust converter. And I think he's going to use Rust-Oleum to paint it.
Rust converter seems like such a benign description for what it is.
Yes.
It's sulfuric acid.
I agree. I was surprised.
So this is why we don't wear white shirts doing projects. Fortunately, this one adds character.
And it was free.
And it was free.
Well, no, it was $6,000, but
Yeah.
It is Monday, day 20, hauled out on the hard, and now we are waiting to see if we can get a spot in the travel lift. Apparently they were all booked today, and they're seeing if somebody's going to cancel, but also we heard the battery died on the travel lift, so they're having to recharge it, so that's causing a delay too. We think our paint is better. It seems to have cured on this side. This side of the boat is kind of close to the jungle, so we think there's just moisture being trapped and less airflow over here, so, and less sunshine when there is sun, which is rare. So the paint probably just hasn't been curing. I put a fan on the paint yesterday, that combined with a little bit of sun yesterday seems to have helped. So the fingernail test is, I think, passing. Chance of departure today, 0%. It's 3 o'clock, almost 3 o'clock. There's a boat in the lift. They quit at 3:30. I'm thinking that's not gonna happen today. And it's so annoying because every day for the past week, we have woken up and prepared to depart and stayed on the boat almost all day. Like, can't go for a bike ride, can't go for a run because I don't know, like, are we gonna leave? Are we gonna not leave? And we get everything, put away and ready and secured to get lifted and put in the water. And then it's always something, finally I think the paint's dry enough though. Well, no, they've got to repaint now.
Yeah.
Because we found a
smudge spot.
Now the paint got messed up again when they moved the blocks again.
So they've come up with a solution which they're going to put it in move the boat to the slings, and then they're going to resand the smudge spots and repaint
in the sling.
And then they have to repaint the bottom of the keel, so that'll get done. And then hopefully it'll dry.
And they'll leave it in the sling overnight, I guess.
Yeah,
right?
It's going to be in the sling overnight, and then they're going to drop it in first thing in the morning.
So that means we're not going into Wednesday now.
That's correct. So I think today is the day. After 3 or 4 tries, I think we're going to get moved over to the slip, and they have to fix some of the paint, which they're going to do later today. And then tomorrow, first thing, whoop, in el agua, in the water. So fingers crossed.
As the rain poured down, the endless summer was finally moving out of the work yard.
So we just had a major downpour, and they moved the boat over to the slip, and they're going to put it in the slings and hopefully get those paint spots taken care of. Fingers crossed. So
we've definitely got some progress in the right direction today.
So they're sanding the spots. This doesn't look so hot. It looks like it's all the way down to the primer.
Okay, so we spent the night in the travel lift again. So the boat is in the slings. They're going to paint the bottom of the keel this morning. Wait about an hour or two for that to dry, and then we are supposed to launch today. I am 90% confident that we're going to go back in the water today. What's the chance of departure?
Chance of departure today is 100%.
Oh, you're that confident?
I am that confident.
I gave it 90%.
Almost 3 weeks in the making. Since the boat has come out, it's ready to go back in.
Okay, now I'm 95% confident that we're going to be back in our slip today. 95% sure.
Keel's in the water. We got the hull.
Before we released from the slings, we boarded the boat to check for leaks on all of our seacocks. Alright, so they lowered us into the water.
How's the other one?
I checked all the other seacocks, everything else is fine. So our holding dump where we just replaced the hose, not the seacock, is leaking when I open the valve. So This is minor, probably. We just need to tighten the hose clamps. But that's a little scary. We were relieved to have our home back on the water again and ready to get going on more adventures.